Welcome back, everyone, and we're here with another episode in this season for this Las Vegas Venom MyLEAGUE Expansion series. I forgot to set some of the player mentorships for this season, so I'm going to do that for our rookies. I'm going to have Bobby Portis mentor Dion Peterson. Let's do a putback boss. Enforcer. And pick and roller. And then for Stan Curry, who already has 6 badges, let's have Derrick Rose. Captain, let's do Teardropper. Let's do Pro Touch. And Quick First Step. And for Edmund Benjamin, let's have Jordan Bell do this one. Pick and roller, off-ball pest, and trapper. Then for Rudolph Cunningham, let's do Cisse, and he'll do all these 3. That should be it for our rookies for that. And then not going to make any changes to the coach game plan yet. We're going to watch another game here. We're going to probably just going to sim until let's do the Raptors game. Let's watch us play the Raptors. So we'll sim 4 games. We'll see who steps up, who doesn't, and we'll figure out where to go from there. And Kennard has broken his left finger, so I'm not going to play him because he's down by so much. So we're just going to... Let's see. Let's just bring in... Yeah, let's bring in Wayne Ellington. I'll give him like 20 minutes of playing time, then I'll give the rest to Derrick Rose. Alright, back to simming. Alright, so we are 1-4 to start the year. Lost our first 4 games. We finally won against the Spurs. But in a game against the Suns, Booker drops 50, which she did last year as well. Aiden 29 and 13. For us, Kennard had 16 points, Stan Curry 13 and 10, Portis 13 points, OJ Williams 12 on 4 of 10 shooting, Dion Peterson 12 points, Frank Jackson 11 points. Against the Lakers, Frank Jackson 18 points, 7 for 13, Portis 18 points, 8 for 14. Edmund Benjamin steps up, 18 points, 7 for 8 from the floor. Justin Jackson 15 points, Rudolph Cunningham 12 and 6. Stan Curry 2 points, 1 for 5. Williams 2 points, 1 for 6. While for the Lakers, LeBron James puts up a triple-double, 41 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. AD 20 points, Andre Drummond 20 points. Against the Bucks, another blowout loss. 3 players score above 20 for the Bucks. That's Giannis, Chris Middleton, and DiVincenzo. For the Venom, Rudolph Cunningham 16 and 5, Derrick Rose 15, Dion Peterson 12 and 4. Benjamin 8, Williams 7, Stan Curry 6. Then against the Spurs, Derrick Rose 22 points, 8 for 12. Justin Jackson 15, 6 for 7. OJ Williams 13 points, 5 for 16. Rudolph Cunningham 13 points, 5 for 7. For the Spurs, Devin Vassell 22 and 10. Troy Brown 19. Keldon Johnson 13. Schroeder 13. Okay, so now I think what I'm going to do is this. Rudolph Cunningham is on fire, as is Portis. I'm going to lower OJ Williams' playing time. increase the playing time for Justin Jackson, and I'm also going to bench O.J. Williams. I'm also going to bring Peterson off the bench instead because Portis is hot. And I'll also bring Stan Curry off the bench. Lower his minutes by a little bit. Give more to Derrick Rose. And then Benjamin is also on fire. So I'm just going to bump him up here. And here we go. So new starting lineup is Derrick Rose, Frank Jackson, Justin Jackson, Rudolph Cunningham, and Bobby Portis. And for scoring option, I'm going to do Rudolph Cunningham. Then after that, I'll go with Bobby Portis. And after that, let's do Derrick Rose. And let's see how this works out. Okay, we're 1-4. We're about to face the 4-1 Toronto Raptors. I'll see you guys in the game. Here we are in Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. Our first watched home game of the season. We got a different starting lineup out there. We kept two people in the lineup. That was Rudolph Cunningham and Frank Jackson. While we relegated O.J. Williams, Stan Curry, and Deion Peterson to coming off the bench. And I just want to experiment this year and see what works, what doesn't. Might want to stick with the hot hands for who gets more playing time. Here's Cunningham with the ball. It goes to Jackson, takes a three, and that one's off. D. Walton grabs the board. Here's Malachi Flynn. Screen for him, and he drives. Down low, finds Walton. He has the ball stripped. Flynn gets it back, goes to Hayward. Hayward drives, pulls up. He hits off the backboard. Frank Jackson to Derrick Rose. Mid-range shot off the backboard and in. First points for the Venom in this game. Here's OG Anunoby. He has the ball stripped, gets it back, and then draws the foul on Rudolph Cunningham, his first. The first one's good. And so is the second. Rose gets past Flynn, passes out of it, and goes to Cunningham for the easy deuce. Flynn finds Hayward. Hayward gets a screen and then shoots. And that one's off. Portis grabs the rebound. Derrick Rose. Now Frank Jackson. Goes to Justin Jackson, who passes back out to Rose. Rose goes to Portis. Portis to Frank Jackson. Screen for him. He takes the three, and that one's off. But Portis slams it home. What a putback by Bobby Portis. Flynn drives, and a nice steal right there by Cunningham to force that miss. Derrick Rose slips inside and scores. That's his second make of the game so far. He's got 4 points. Here's Van Vliet now. He's still scoreless. He drives and hits that little runner. Derrick Rose goes to Cunningham, and he can't finish over OG Anunoby. Now Van Vliet gets past Derrick Rose, but has it stuffed by Bobby Portis. Rose in transition. Goes to Cunningham. Now for three. That one's off. Walton reels that one in. Van Vliet goes to Flynn. Now Hayward. He can't finish, but Walton grabs the board and puts it back in for the Raptors. Here's Portis down low. He could not score after trying to get around D. Walton. Here's Hayward. He takes and scores a nice contested finish on Justin Jackson. And Toronto retakes the lead. 10-8 here. Over 4 minutes in. Derrick Rose fades away on a mid-range shot but can't hit. And Hayward grabs the board. And Walton scores over Derrick Rose. And Toronto takes a 4-point lead as the Venom call a timeout. Out of the timeout, here's Cunningham. Goes to Rose. Now Portis. Portis shoots and can't hit. Walton grabs another board. Now Flynn. Now Hayward. Van Vliet now. Trying to work around Derrick Rose. But he can't finish at the rim. Rose passes to Frank Jackson. Frank Jackson passes out to Cunningham, who thought about a three, then drives, shoots, and can't hit. Nice defense by D. Walton. Van Vliet guarded by Frank Jackson now in the corner. Now Malachi Flynn. Flynn to OG Anunoby. Now Hayward. Screen for him. He pops it. And that one's off, but Walton puts it back in. 10-0 run for the Raptors, and the Venom call another timeout to talk things over. Deion Peterson in the game now. In place of Portis. All four other starters still out there as Peterson finishes over Malachi Flynn off a nice pass from Derrick Rose. Anunoby can't hit. But Walton grabs another offensive board, but has it stripped right there and stolen by Deion Peterson. Here's Justin Jackson. He goes to Derrick Rose now for three, and that one's off. Here's Gary Trent Jr. off the bench for the Raptors. He drives, it gets fouled, and gets the and one. Justin Jackson's first foul. O.J. Williams, Stan Curry, and Ellington are all back in the game now. Only starter left out there is Rudolph Cunningham. Curry goes to Peterson. He decides not to shoot it. Peterson. Oh, there's a foul on Kyle Lowry. Off ball. His first. So Lowry is actually coming off the bench now for the Raptors. And now Ralph Cunningham has been replaced by Edmund Benjamin. Peterson working down low, can't finish, but gets it back and gets blocked. Here's Lowry guarded by Stan Curry, and then oop to D. Walton. And the Raptors up to a 9-point lead here in the first quarter. Here's Deion Peterson. Passes to Wayne Ellington. Ellington back out to Stan Curry. Curry a screen. He shoots. And that one's off. Venom just cannot score on offense right now. Kyle Lowry goes to Trent. He thought about it, but did not pull the trigger. Now here's Johnson. Johnson goes to Lowry, who takes a three. That one's off, but Trent grabs the board and puts it back in. Just too many offensive rebounds for the Raptors so far in this game. Even guards are out-rebounding our big men. Ellington goes to Benjamin, who slams that one home. Finally, something goes right for us, even though it's just a dunk. Walton goes to Trent. Trent takes a three, and that one's off. Here's O.J. Williams. Williams goes to Wayne Ellington. Now to Curry. Now Deion Peterson. Ellington for three, and that one's off. But Benjamin reels that one back in for the Venom. Benjamin gets it stuffed. Raptors extend their lead to 11 points. Kyle Lowry laid it in off the assist from Gary Trent. Curry takes a three, and that one's in. It was a two. Foot was on the line as usual with what I think are threes. Then I'm down by 9 points in the first quarter. Only 14 points scored by them so far. As Lowry pulls it but can't hit. But Walton grabs another offensive board and then draws the foul on Deion Peterson, his first. Walton can't hit the first one. But he does get number two. Ellington gets a screen, drives, and lays it in. Nice take right there by Wayne Ellington. Sellout crowd here in Vegas as Trent drives past Williams and hits. Offense coming in too easy for the Raptors, but for the Venom it comes at a premium. We just don't have explosive players. Benjamin lays that one in over Walton. He's got four. And Stan Curry picks the pocket of Kyle Lowry. He goes to Williams. He's still scoreless. Back to Curry. Curry goes to Ellington, who takes a deep two, but that one's off. He should have made that one. D. Walton down low, guarded by Curry on the mismatch, and he just has an easy layup right there. Here's Wayne Ellington. Passes back inside to Benjamin. Benjamin cannot hit that time. Gary Trent goes inside to Johnson, who finishes in traffic. Venom down by 12. Williams shoots, but can't hit. Only 18 points in the first quarter for the Las Vegas Venom. Fresh out of a Raptors timeout, 5:54 left in the second quarter. Venom down by 10 right now, 26-36. Malachi Flynn driving. He backs back out to the three-point line. Goes to Fred VanVleet. Screen for him from Walton. He pops it. And he can't hit. Cunningham grabs the board. Now Derrick Rose. Bringing the ball up for Las Vegas. Rose passes out of a shot. Cunningham hangs on. And it gets blocked by Walton down low, but follows a shot. And then he can't hit. Lockdown D right there by D. Walton. Cunningham just 1 for 6 so far with 2 points. Hayward pulls up. He can't hit, but Walton! Another rebound and another putback. The second straight game we've watched where an opposing big man has just taken over this game. Time ticking down. Derrick Rose shoots, but can't hit. Raptors up by 12. Here's Hayward. Screen for him. Hayward drives, pulls up at the elbow, but can't hit this time either. Derrick Rose goes to Justin Jackson, who goes to Cunningham. Cunningham gets blocked again from behind by OG Anunoby this time. Only 26 points in the first 16 minutes. Or not 16. In the first 20 minutes of this game for the Venom. Walton down low. Derrick Rose on him. He can't hit. Rose feeds Cunningham. This match on Malachi Flynn. Cunningham. Finally does something with the ball, and he finds the hoop for the first time in a while. Just 2 for 8 from the field as the Raptors call timeouts with 3:19 on the clock. Anunoby goes to Lowry. Lowry to Johnson. Johnson goes to Lowry, who can't hit that mid-range shot. But the Raptors will get it back as Benjamin cannot hang on to the rebound. Stan, Curry, Wayne Ellington, Peterson, Williams, and Benjamin all in the game right now as Walton draws the second foul on Dion Peterson. Now 2 free throws for him. He looks like a fish, but he's got 15 rebounds and 14 points in this first half. Absolutely dominating our big man as he misses that second free throw. Williams goes to Curry. Guarded by Lowry. Curry forced to shoot. Can't hit. Nice D by Gary Trent. Trent drives. Goes to Anunoby, who can't finish down low. Nice D by Edmund Benjamin. Now O.J. Williams back in transition. He's got Trent on him. He goes up, and he can't hit, but he almost had his own rebound, but instead gets a loose ball foul called on him. So Raptors get the ball back, up by 11. Not much offense by either team, really. Lowry finds Trent, and Trent draws the foul. The third on Dion Peterson, who is very upset either at the call or with himself. Trent hits the first. And also the second. Curry goes to Williams for three. And that one's off. We just can't make open shots. Johnson goes to Lowry. Lowry pulls up after a screen, but can't hit. But Walton grabs the rebound again. Not even sure how he got that one that time. Here's Trent. Now Johnson has to force a layup, but can't hit, but gets his own rebound. How many times have we seen that in this first half? Lowry pulls up at this free throw line and can't hit this time either. Peterson finally grabs a board. Here's Ellington. He goes to Curry. And Curry just dribbles the ball out of bounds. And another turnover. 1:07 left in this first half. Venom only have 28 points. What is going on? This is far worse than I could have ever imagined. And I'm already starting to regret that trade with the Spurs during the draft where I got pick 7 and they got our pick for the season. Ellington now for a jump ball. He can't win it over Johnson, so the Raptors keep it up by 13. Lowry has to force a shot up. And that one's off, but Walton, another rebound, and this time he slams that one home. D. Walton has just outplayed our entire team. Ellington a deep three, and that one's off. Walton grabs another rebound. He's got to be nearing 20 now before the half. And Anunoby finds Walton, who slams that one in. 2 straight dunks for D. Walton. Our defense and our offense just crumbling before this game even started. A depressing performance by Las Vegas as Ellington forces a shot up and can't hit. And it's 28-45 at halftime. There have been no positives. This is worse than the first game. Raptors only shooting 40%, but we're shooting 27%. They have 7 blocks. They have 8 more rebounds. D. Walton nearly has a 20-20 double-double in the first half alone. 18 points, 19 rebounds. What are we doing? Van Vliet drives, but can't hit. Nice D by Portis that time. Here's Derrick Rose. We're going to watch until about the, when I say the 8-minute mark of this quarter, and then we're going to watch the entire fourth quarter, even if it's a blowout, which it probably will be, as Rose can't hit, and Walton grabs his 20th rebound. Van Vliet for 3. That one's off. Cunningham grabs the board. Justin Jackson, guarded by Flynn. Now Frank Jackson. Frank Jackson. Can't hit. Here's OG, and Anunoby takes a 3, and that shot makes it a 20-point lead for the Raptors. We might score below 60. This is embarrassing. Portis hits that left hook. I thought these guys were on fire. I thought that 4 of our 5 stars were supposed to be on fire. That's what the game told me, but I guess either they were wrong or fire means that, like, that we should be worse than we are right now, which is just appalling to even consider. Derrick Rose gets past Flynn. Easy floater right there for Derrick Rose. He's got 6 points. Walton, another just easy layup, and he now has a 20-20 double-double. Not even close to halfway through this third quarter. Derrick Rose pulls up from mid-range and can't hit, and Walton grabs another rebound. Hayward hits that jumper right there. Toronto's up by 22 now. This has to be rock bottom. There's no shot that this could possibly be worse. Derrick Rose finds Portis. Back to Rose. Rose drives. He draws the foul on Malachi Flynn, his first. And 2 free throws for Derrick Rose, who has been our best player despite not playing too well himself. Van Vliet drives and pulls up in the paint, and he hits that one. Close range jumper for Fred Van Vliet. He's been pretty solid so far in this game. As Portis can hit, nice D by D. Walton. I need to check his grades and stats before this game is over, as Van Vliet, an easy layup. My God, we are terrible. Probably worse than last year. Look at this. It's 34. It's 34 to 60. This is awful. This is extremely hard to watch. Last play we'll watch of this third quarter with 34 points. Here's Portis down low. Now at the elbow. Goes to Frank Jackson. Time counting down. He has to force a shot and can't hit. And we'll see how bad this game gets in the fourth quarter. We'll see you guys there. Alright. We're not going to watch the entire fourth quarter. Obviously, there's about 4 minutes left in a game in which we have 58 points with less than 4 to go. As Portis blocks Hayward, but then puts it back in after he got his own rebound. We have failed to score 20 points in a quarter to this point. We have 13 in this quarter. So, make it 15. But there's been no positives. None. Nothing has gone right. Both sides of the ball have been putrid. I have not seen much at all from this team. So I'm probably going to revert some of those changes that I made to the coach game plan and go back to what we had before. The experiment clearly has not worked, but it wasn't even that much of an experiment. I just put in the guys that had the quote-unquote hot hand and then added a couple scoring preferences, but I guess that was a mistake on my part. So we're going to have to revert those changes and then maybe, possibly, look to make some kind of trade. Maybe we do some shit to get our first rounder back. I'm not sure right now. I'm really not sure. But just judging from this game and from most of last game, we are still as bad, if not worse, than last year. Granted, it's only a couple games into the year, so things can obviously change. But right now, I do not have a positive outlook for this team as we're down by 35 to the Raptors. Portis down low. And now he was in the paint too long. That's what I'm talking about. We have 62 points, plenty of turnovers. We're shooting like 28% or something from the floor. Just completely embarrassing here. Definitely not going to get to 70 points, which is terrible. Jordan Bell, his third foul. Cauley Stein, plenty of blocks for him in this game. We're about to lose by 40. This is the worst game we've ever seen from this team. As Bell, nice play right there, posterizes somebody and gets foul called as well. But I am going to do one thing as well. I'm going to sim a few games right after this so we can at least get a first look at the scouting for the upcoming draft. Because I'm curious what kind of players there are. If there's like an absolute game changer, you know that I'm making a trade. If there's like a bona fide future superstar in this draft, I'm going to make a big trade at some point before this year's over. Arcidiacono pulls up, misses. Cisse now in the game, grabs the board. He goes to Derrick Rose. Rose goes to Frank Jackson. Jackson back out to Rose. Screen from Cisse. Rose Draws the foul on Cauley Stein, his first. With 15 seconds left in this game. Rose, 3 for 12 from the field. Hits that free throw. And that one as well. And that will do it. The Venom get absolutely blown out. 100-68 at home against the Toronto Raptors. And hopefully nowhere to go but up from here. Not sure how much worse things could get, as the stands have been emptied since like the second quarter. So here's your box score for this big loss. D. Walton, 23 points, 27 rebounds on 10 of 15 shooting for the Raptors. Just absolute domination. Van Vliet, 19 points, Hayward, 17, Trent, 14, and Anunoby, 7 and 12. For us, our highest scorer had 12. No positives. So we're going to go to the game plan. And we're just going to put, like, we what, like 3 or 4 cold players? This is insane. Gonna put Stan Curry back in the lineup. Lower Derrick Rose back to 20. Give those minutes back to Curry. Gonna put Peterson back in the starting lineup. And we're gonna put Williams back in the lineup despite him being cold. But more minutes means he can probably, hopefully, progress better. Question mark. Not entirely sure on that one. But yeah, we are bad. And for this, we're going to go back to no preference until somebody, or we are staying here until somebody can put together a nice string of games. We're going to go back to neutral offensive focus, and we're going to change defensive focus to protect the paint. We're going to sim a couple of games, get our first look at scouting, and the next time out we'll probably watch a game against, I don't know. I guess I'll sim until December 31st. But here's our first chance at scouting. Is there somebody, like possibly Rudolph Marshall, that could be the next guy to look to? He looks like he's pretty solid, and he's only 18 years old out of high school. So I actually want to go until we get a second chance to scout, so we can at least have a better percentage. The Raptors offering us a trade right after they blow us out. That hurts. We lose against the Pacers, lose against the Grizzlies. Both of them just huge losses. Another huge loss against the Hawks. We lost against the Celtics. Let's keep simming a little bit more. We beat the Hawks this time. We've been offered a straight-up trade from the Celtics. Nesmith for O.J. Williams. I just want to take a look at this. Aaron Nesmith. His grades. I doubt he'd be much of an improvement over O.J. Williams, to be honest. We're not going to make that trade. Alright, let's go no right here. Let's go until we get a second chance to look at this scouting. Here we go. So Rudolph Marshall looks like he's actually from Michigan. I don't know how he's 18 years old, but I guess he's just a freshman there, and he's like as young as possible. But he seems like a very good player, good defender, good scorer. Can also do some playmaking. High IQ, high potential. Fernando Chavez, A+ potential. Off cage. A potential. Blackwell. Itzy Gore. Not bad. Carson Evans. Okay. We beat the Clippers this time. I don't like that. I do not want Serge Ibaka. So we win 2 games in a row. 3 of our last 4. So we're 4-10. Wonder where that ranks as of right now, early on in the year. So let's just go look at a couple of the box scores since the Raptors lost real quick. Brogdon 24 points, Cannon 23 points, 14 and 15 for Goga Batanze. For us, Rose, Ellington, Peterson, Williams. Just nobody standing out so far. Booker 31. Down Booker, who's in his 2nd year. 23 for Buddy Hield. Portis, Stan Curry, 15 points. Williams, 13 points. Can anybody step up, give me a couple of 20-plus point games or just something? Okongwu, 12 of 14, 28 points, 17 reps. Trae Young, 17 and 14. John Collins, 22 and 11. For us, Portis, 21. Derrick Rose, 20. Celtics, Walker, Nesmith, and Tatum all scoring above 20. Frank Jackson, 24 points. O.J. Williams, 18 points. Stan Curry, 17. Peterson, 10 and 10. The Hawks, Venom, 21 points. Portis, 19. Stan Curry, 15. Benjamin, 13. Williams, 12. Ellington, 11. The Hawks just did not play well this time around. 1-point loss to the Clippers. Derrick Rose, 26 points. Frank Jackson, 16. Cunningham, 13. Portis, 13. Benjamin, 12. Peterson, 10. Clippers, 21 points for Paul George. Yada, yada, yada. A win against the Clippers, 25 for Derrick Rose. 18 for Portis. 10 and 10 for Peterson. And not much from the Clippers either in this one. I mean, won by 20 against a very poorly playing 76ers. Embiid gets 39 and 18 in this 20-point loss. Tobias Harris, 20 points. For us, Derrick Rose gets 30. Williams gets 24 on 8 of 10 shooting. Peterson, 21 points on 7 of 10 shooting. Next game is going to be against the 2-10 Wizards. We're going to be playing another bad team. Let's take a look at first at the standings. Early on in the season, we are tied for being the 2nd worst team with the Rockets. The Spurs have our pick, and they're 6 and 8. In the East, the Claws are 7 and 8. Wizards are the worst team, then the Sixers and the Pacers. So, I don't know. Not a lot to be excited about going forward. Rookie reports. Patrick Roy, 16 points. Matthew Rivers, 15 points. 3 reps, 4 assists. Where's our top guy? It's Peterson with 10 points per game and 8 rebounds per game. He's shooting well. Then there's Stan Curry with 10 points, 8 assists. He's shooting poorly. Cunningham, 10 points per game, 6 rebounds. He's shooting poorly. Let's go back real quick to system proficiency. Let's just go to balanced. It's a coach's preferred system. 7 seconds just clearly has not worked out, so that's not good. And that is pretty much it for us. A downer episode. But I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Hopefully things change towards a positive direction in the next episode. Until then, take care.